Hey guys, want to check out this amazing garden? This garden is actually 8 different gardens in one. It has an evergreen maze, an expansive ellipse, a 400-foot man-made stream, a butterfly garden, and huge azalea and iris gardens. The owners, Ginger and Bill Baxter, have worked for years commissioning and collecting art and unique plant materials to add to their garden. It sits on 20 acres on a hilltop overlooking the Great Smoky Mountains in the city of Knoxville, Tennessee. This gate is a replica of a gate in the Imperial Garden in Japan. It's 20 feet tall and made of teak and bamboo. Let's take a look at the lotus pond. The concrete lotus pond is an impressive 16 feet across and filled with lotus. These blooms stand 5 feet above the water and are one of summer's most amazing flowers. This part of the garden is inspired by Asian culture. The plant material includes Japanese cryptomeria, Fuji cherry, and Japanese maples. At the corners are Japanese ceremonial wash basins, a praying Buddha, and one of 7 Japanese gods of good fortune. As you go past the lotus pond, there's even more to see. Behind this antique gate is the coolest thing. It's a maze. 750 tall yews create this fun maze, which is a great spot for the young and the young at heart. At the end of the maze is a small fountain and a quiet place to just sit and reflect. Once you find your way out of the maze, just past the lotus garden is something truly amazing for a private garden. Surrounded by boxwoods, this is the ellipse. This 1-acre plot of the garden is divided into 4 distinct lawns. The Circle of Thought is an homage to the greatest thinkers of our time. Busts of people like Galileo, Einstein, and Aristotle reside here. In another lawn sits a 12-foot wide sundial carved from granite. On the lawn next to that is an analemo with 12-foot tall granite obelisk tracking the sun's movement across the sky. The balustrade sits just off of the ellipse and overlooks views of the mountains in the city. Statues representing the 4 seasons rest on this formal terrace built of brick and stone. There are matching frog ponds filled with lily pads. It's a charming spot to sit and enjoy the view. This area of the garden is the Dogwood ramble. And in the springtime, it's a beautiful sight when over 100 dogwoods are in bloom. At the top of the path is a lovely pond filled with cattails. This pond feeds a stream that cascades over 420 feet down the hill. A rock pathway takes you beside the stream and plant materials like creeping phlox, lavender, and dianthus. There are several sculptures along the way as well. The stream spills into this charming pond filled with blooming lily pads. The pathways lead down the hill to a springtime masterpiece. This is the azalea garden, which is home to over 300 azaleas, rhododendron, and mountain laurel. And in the springtime, it is a spectacular sight to behold. The stone pathways and nice seating areas make this a great place to stroll and relax any time of the year. Up the hill is a summertime marvel. This butterfly garden is full of wildflowers and butterfly bushes that are a wonderful haven for these marvelous creatures. This garden is surrounded by glossy abelia, shaped to look like butterfly wings. In front of the house sits an iris garden with over 25 varieties. Just to the right of the house is what they call the white garden. If formal gardens are your thing, I have an awesome one to show you. This white garden, which is framed with a boxwood hedge, a beautiful brick border, and oak leaf hydrangeas, blooms white all season, from the tulips in the spring to the daisies in the summer and the crepe myrtles midsummer. It's absolutely pristine. Aurora, goddess of the dawn, faces the east and welcomes each new day to the garden. It's been such a treat to show you this amazing garden. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have.